Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney with the Happy Lush, and today I'm super excited. I have another wine review in my Wine on a Dime series, and this time I am tasting the Gnarly Head Grateful Dead, or actually the Grateful Dead, Gnarly Head Grateful Dead Chardonnay. I'm super excited, so come on and see if it's worth the buy. All right, you guys, it has been so cold here lately. I know it's been cold most places in the country, but our highs have been like -2 to 0 degrees. And so tonight I'm doing this wine review here in my living room with the fireplace going behind me because I am still freezing cold. And I usually do my wine reviews during the day, but I did not have time today and I am really, really tired and was going to drink this wine anyway. So I figured I might as well come on and do a review. So I'm super excited, and I don't know if you've ever had this wine before, the Gnarly Head Chardonnay. I have never had any of their wines. In fact, this wine was given to us as a gift by a friend on Christmas. So I haven't had a chance to try it yet, and I'm gonna see how it tastes. So let's get started. All right, first off, I just always like to look at the label just to see what kind of information they're giving us about the wine. Now, I have never had a Gnarly Head wine before, so I'm very curious to see what all they have to say. Says, when the Grateful Dead took the stage, the music had a life of its own. Creative and freewheeling, the limitless energy can be found in our twisted Gnarly Head vines. Two icons that have always preferred to do things their own way come together for these bold limited edition wines. Okay. It says their Chardonnay grapes are fully loaded with juicy, full-bodied layers of lemon zest and honeydew melon and toasted oak and butter notes, and you have an incredibly flavored white wine that's ready to pair with nearly 60 years of classic music. Super cool. Okay, so by this label, we know now that there's going to be oak and butter on it. So if you like unoaked Chardonnays, this wine may not be for you. You should still give it a try. And it's full-bodied with lemon zest and honeydew melon. So that is good to know. Even before we taste it, now we know a little bit about what to expect. And they are located in California. And yeah, so this is a limited edition. My kids would love that. Not that my kids are drinking wine, but because they're too young, but they love anything that's limited edition. When they were little, we used to have to buy the Pokemon cards because they were limited edition. It still makes me laugh thinking of my son talk about it. It was funny. All right, so let's go ahead and get into smelling this wine and seeing what we come up with. All right, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. This is not a wine I would ever buy. I wouldn't. I would see it on the grocery store, and I just would kind of make an assumption that it wasn't very good or the quality wasn't very good, and I would walk on by. And that is not what you should do. I know better than that. You should not act that way because it doesn't matter how expensive a wine is or anything like that. All that matters is that you think it tastes good. So I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in myself. I should know better than that. So I was really excited when our friend gave this bottle to us at Christmas because my husband and I love the Grateful Dead. And in fact, we are going to the Dead and Company show over my birthday at the Sphere in Las Vegas. I've never been to a show at the Sphere. Have you? If you have, you've got to let me know in the comments. And if you thought it was fun and all of that, I'm so excited. And have you seen Dead and Company at the Sphere? If so, let me know what I should expect. I'm super duper excited. So anyway, I was feeling like bad that I was like, gosh, Courtney, that's very snobby to like just not even think you would ever buy this wine. So I'm just being honest with you. So I'm really excited to taste this wine and see what it's all about. Hi. My cat is right here. He loves when I do the wine tastings. He likes to put his nose in the wine. He's very much a wine cat. Anyway, okay, this wine is chilled. I had chilled it extra cold just because I like to have my white wines colder than what you're supposed to drink them at, but I don't really care, especially when they're less expensive. I just feel like they taste better when they're colder. Do you have to do that? No. Does it make a difference? No, it's just my personal preference. So that's what I do. But I have been letting it warm up in the glass here because when a wine is too cold, you can't get the notes out of it. And we are here to see what we can smell. So I think you could also always put your hands on the glass like this to kind of warm it up. It seems like it's about ready now. Yeah, I definitely get the honeydew that they're talking about. I even just get like regular honey. I'm not really picking up the lemon, but it definitely smells like fresh and fragrant, like a spring day. Very clean, but with warm undertones, which I think is that honey and that butter and the oak like underneath. But it also smells kind of like a spring and summer day. Yeah, it smells really good. It smells like a typical Chardonnay. So that's really all we need to know is when we put our nose in it, it smells good. I almost kind of get like a soapy smell. Kind of waxy a little bit. Kind of like beeswax. That must be what it is. Yeah, smells good. Okay, but from what I'm getting on the nose, now I have an idea of what it's going to taste like. So let's go ahead and taste this wine. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's good. It tastes like Chardonnay. I do get the lemon on the palate, like at the end. It's very bright and it has kind of a medium finish. It lingers on for a little bit. It's very full bodied. It coats my mouth. A typical sort of oaked Chardonnay that you would imagine would taste like. It's not overly oaky. It's not super acidic. It's very smooth. I'm not really getting any sort of bitterness on the end or anything. Like, I am really surprised. I did not think I was going to like this wine, if I'm being really honest. That is really snotty of me to act that way. So I have learned my lesson, and I might have to try some of their other wines just to see what they're like. But this one, this wine is, I used to call them porch pounders. Like, you could sit out on your back deck this summer. If it's ever warm, we can all just pray that this cold spell goes away. You could definitely sit on your back deck this summer with a cheese plate. This wine would be so good with some cheeses. And just sit there and drink this bottle and watch the sun go down. Like, I'm really missing summer. I have so many more months of winter here in Breckenridge. So many more months of winter. Oh my goodness. But this wine maybe will help me get me through. And I wanted to see like how much alcohol this wine has. It has a little like lime, like pithy thing at the end. It's a little bit, it's like cleans your mouth. It's not super buttery, but you still feel that oak on the back of the tongue. I'm like super impressed that I like this. I really didn't think I would. Let's see, where am I not seeing the alcohol in this wine? Has to be on here. Oh, there it is. 13 and a half. Okay. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to say Gnarly Head, limited edition, Grateful Dead, Chardonnay from California. I did not buy this wine, but I believe it's around $12 to $16. I've seen it at grocery stores. I've seen it at the wine box shops. Pretty much seen it everywhere. That you can find wine, basic wine. And yeah, this is definitely a buy. This is a must buy. I would buy this. I would buy this for like if I were having friends over for a glass of wine and a cheese plate, or even coming over for dinner. If you're having a party, this would be a great wine for Super Bowl. That's coming up. If you're watching this video when it first comes out, it's priced right, so you could buy a couple bottles if you're having 10 to 15 people over at your house or something like that. So anyway, yeah, I would say buy this wine. See, this is why I'm excited I'm doing this series, because normally I would just walk by this wine. So I'm really glad that my friend gave it to us, and I'm learning a lesson to not just walk by stuff. I do have some other wines coming up on Wine on a Dime. I have a Josh white wine, and I have a, what's the other one I have? I have another Pinot Noir. Shoot, I can't remember the name of it, but those are coming up. Those are also two wines that I wouldn't normally buy. So I'm super excited to try those, and hopefully I will like them as much as this. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like it if you did, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming Wine on a Dime videos. I appreciate you being here so much. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.